Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I'm your Dungeon Master, All Dragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miacc, who's a human fighter from an asteroid close to Brow.
Hey, I'm Cape Sword. I play Darrakar Zakhan, a Minotaur fighter from Brawl.
Hi everyone, I'm Daikami-sama and I play Solas Ebha, who's Half-Elven Cleric Mage of Ogma, and I'm enjoying really delicious homemade rhubarb.
That's awesome.
Hi, I'm Diamond Worm, and I play Lankas Skipzaggle, an illusionist thief tinker gnome from Kryn.
I play James. Oh no, I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Brawl. Oh god, my head.
I've been waiting for that to happen again for so long.
How many XP does James get?
I was thinking. I was thinking. Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up, and then I immediately mess it up when I open my mouth.
That's what does it.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sailing Motor. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
I thought I was the one that gets things mixed up. Hi, I'm Zakhan. I play Lafdul Moonglade, an elven specialty priest and occasionally a thief. That means he's a multi-class. He's from Realm Space. His gimmick is coming up with fun titles every week as part of being a Mischiefmaker because they like to reinvent themselves. So his current title is the Wood Whispering Whittler. Because I did a lot of woodwork last session.
And thank you
for sponsors.
And thank you very much, Anghammarand, for those 100 bits for Ockar playing James and Lafdul's title. For people who want to give the player or dungeon master of their choice a bit of a boost in the game, 500 bits will get a reroll. Currently, Braxon has 2, Finn has 4, Ockar has 0, Lafdul has 2, Darrakar has 2, Solas has 1, Lankas has 2, I, the dungeon master, only have a measly 10. We left off last time. The party had repaired their seriously damaged set. Yes, you have 2 according to my thing.
I thought I used up my last one lower, one upper level.
It is entirely possible that I forgot, but keep in mind that this is the master list, so if I forget, you just get a bonus, so, you know. Don't complain.
You say if you got to, I've got to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's traditional for Zakhan to complain if a party is doing well.
Yeah. This isn't hard enough for us yet. Come on.
So the
It's
party.
not only that, you remind all that the monsters are supposed to have some ability that could kill us. Sorry.
So last session, the party had finished up their fight against the ships at the Dark Star and being heavily damaged, went to get repairs. And now you are on your way back to the Dark Star. I understand that there were going to be some continual lights cast during that period. Lankas, you said that you had that memorized.
Yeah, I did. It just was something that was mentioned in passing and didn't end up coming and kind of got passed over.
Yeah, it happens. So, what do you...
Just a number of stones. How many sling stones? How many sling stones can I have?
I mean, you could have picked up pebbles there.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, pebbles, not sling. Well, yeah, sling stones. So that's pebbles.
I mean...
So just because it would have been on the trip over that I would have been doing some of this.
Yeah, you just find loads of rocks all over the place. If not, you just crack them down to size.
Yeah.
I'm just, how long was our journey? Is basically what I'm asking.
Well, you were
Thank
at
you, my goddamn it, Dracophile.
You were at the asteroid doing the repairs for 6 days.
Okay.
Yeah, plenty.
I did have it prepared ahead of time. So
Yeah, but again,
probably enough
like
for everyone.
I'm willing to do some retconning, but again, like if you're talking about a 20-day period and it was completely forgotten over the whole 20-day period, I'm not gonna let you go all the way back.
I mean, I was just thinking like 10 sling stones.
I'll limit. I mean, if you can only have one of those spells per day, then I'm limiting you to the 6 at the at that asteroid.
Okay.
Can we retcon so that Solas would have also created a few?
How many? So the Lankas
carry
had
2.
that spell memorized in advance, so that's why I'm letting him do it for the whole period. Anyone else, you can only do it on the day before resting for the return trip. So whatever you could have cast on the day before.
Okay,
Changing
so
up all your
3,
spells.
Only 3.
Okay.
Still, that's better than none. I mean, me and Finn
Yeah.
couldn't because we were repairing the ship, so.
And I did get
Yeah.
that reroll down for Ockar.
Oh, someone got a reroll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Dark
Dracophile, but I also despise you for that.
You got a pity reroll.
Okay, so
It's gonna be ever so sweeter if it saves his life or something.
so Solas, you got 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there anything else anyone wanted to do, basically like that night before you change up all your spells?
Make sure we aren't taking the continual dark stems that at least the older party members had with us.
You're recommending we take those with us?
No, we don't take
No, we
those.
don't take
We
those.
don't. Okay. All right.
I don't think darkness, continual darkness is going to help us in a place that is already unnaturally dark.
Well, if someone, it might be useful to throw one. If there's ever a fireball, we can throw one at it.
You cannot throw an item at a fireball.
Yeah, I cast darkness at the fireball.
Doesn't affect anything.
It's I've just beaten the meme.
You get a contingency, and then you have get a fireboard, cast darkness or something.
Yeah, basically, you still get blown up there, man.
Yeah.
Darkness is not going to help you there.
The power of darkness will not suffice.
Okay, so I'm not hearing anything, so you guys would get underway. I hope you guys have changed up all your spells to prepare yourself
Yeah.
for what
Yeah,
you...
I worked on that before the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
From
Yeah, we
from
were
what,
all working
from
on
what-
it in the chat.
from what you said,
wait.
Braxton didn't have time to do anything.
You were pretty busy. I mean, if it's a little
Yeah, he was
thing, I'm okay with it.
No, I don't think I need to do anything.
Okay.
He would have. Well, he'd have been checking over the ship, but he'd
Yeah.
checked over the ship when he rebuilt it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and Anghammarand is giving another reroll to Finn.
Thank you very much, Anghammarand.
It's very kind of you. Oh,
You're getting dangerously close to the number of rerolls I have.
I've not noticed this before, but under your name on the left side of Twitch, it says Hype Train level
Left.
2. Yeah.
Oh, you got the chat on the other side.
Yeah, I scrolled down so I can't see the screen. I'm not cheating.
All right, so
I've
it
got
takes
it
you
paused.
about 2 hours to get back to the Dark Star, and once
Okay.
again to remind you what it looks like. It is a roughly disc-shaped. There's a large hill or mountain in the center, and it is very difficult to make out details since it's like there's a thick dark mist or something like that blanketing the entire asteroid, even throughout the air envelope.
Are
And
there undead
hold on,
elephants?
let me finish. You can see that there are remains of a dock at along one side of it.
Yeah.
All right, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was asking if there's 5 undead elephants carrying the disc.
On top of an undead turtle.
Right. We were talking about this in the week.
Thank you, Diamond Worm, for that reroll.
Oh no.
All right, go ahead, Big Mac. I'm sorry.
Okay. We were talking about this in the week, and I think what we're going for. I'm not sure if people are bringing their cohorts with them, but I think what we're going for is the big ship's going to take us in and drop us off at the dock, and then it's going to retreat out the cold effect.
Okay.
But what you said? Did you say it was a 2-hour walk from the docks up to the entrance?
No, it's more like a half an hour up to
Okay, right.
the ruins that you can see.
All right, fair enough. Well, the orders I would like to leave with the ship are that if we come out of the entrance and we wave some continual light items at them or things that flame, that they basically keep an eye out for us with the spy glasses at all times. And if we come out and start heading back down to the docks, for them to come in and pick us up.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's close enough that it's enough that even if you were like running down the hill, they'd be able to get into the dock before you got to the dock. So there's no issue there as long as they see
cool.
you.
That's cool. But we're asking for them to stay out of the area of effect.
Yeah.
Is that okay with everyone? Is that what we agreed on?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. All right. So you your ship begins to approach. You haven't breached the air envelope yet. Is there anything that you want to do before that happens?
Solas would have casted strength on himself.
Okay.
Have we got any way to test whether the air is foul?
Just have the weighty ready. Well, I mean, when you say foul, I mean you'd have to do like an augury or something. I don't have that prepared. Or someone could go ahead with,
Yeah. I'm gonna have to try and find some arrows that change colour when they come into contact with foul air or something.
You have heard of rare items that can tell you that. You might need to consult with an arcane merchant.
Yeah.
I have a. That's the thing. I can. I can't. I just realised. Not unless I fly the flitter by myself. I'd like protection from gas and stuff, and it's a rapid spell. As long as I pass my first saving throw, then I should be fine.
Okay. All right.
But,
Well, I guess we'll approach. Don't even know what that word is. We'll approach the air envelope slowly and see if we get any sort of foul smells coming in as we touch the air envelope.
Also, before entering, Solas would have cast Endure Cold on himself, Lankas, and Darrakar.
Okay.
Alright, hang on. I'll probably go do mine as well.
Since those last for many hours.
Yeah, it's gonna last at least like 12 hours or so.
Yeah. Braxon's not going to be wearing his ring that translates. Oddly enough, he's going to be using his rings that keep him warm, and his other ring that recovers hit points.
I'm shocked. You don't want to be able to gain languages from all these undead.
Hey, can you type who you've cast on? So I'll type mine in as well.
Lankas and Darrakar.
It would be good to read some of those rare books that Solas has, because I'd be able to speak dead languages.
Lafdul, Finn,
Darrakar.
Ockar for my 3.
And I'm gonna cast Endure Cold onto Ingritha.
And Loire's got his own to cast on himself. He's got 2 memorized.
So Loire and Ingritha are coming with you?
Yeah,
Yes.
it seems.
Okay.
So while
The idea
preparing
was for them to
spells,
stay back and protect the ship.
Sorry, hold on. Go ahead, Finn.
so while he's preparing spells, Finn's going to burn one of those blocks of incense that give spell potency for 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, Solas is doing the same.
I mean, if you two are doing it, I'm doing it as well.
Okay.
Because makes sense. It gives us max potency on our healing spells, right? And I can't remember what else it does.
It gives the maximum effect for any spell.
So
Oh.
basically, anything you'd have to roll a die for, you automatically get the maximum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's only my healing spells. For me,
I mean, it's still
basically.
quite
Nothing's-
potent.
Actually, would that affect my granted powers? Because they're still priestly powers.
What do you roll for maximum on those?
Chaos is a 1d4 plus 1 a level. So it'd be like 4 plus 1 a level. Reduce self is
Reduce self doesn't vary.
what was it? Out stuff? I think it has 1d3. There's a few powers that have random variations in their duration.
Also, saves against your spells are made at -1.
Oh. No, I'll do it because I've only got like a handful of healing spells, but they're pretty low level, so I'd rather have them heal at a maximum. So.
Let me check to see if durations are included. Hold on.
Thanks, Anghammarand.
Oh, yeah, 2 people got
Yes.
Darrakar and
Yeah.
Lankas.
So durations and things like that are done. All right. So Finn, Solas, and Lafdul are all using that.
Yeah, I only have 1 left.
I need to see. Alright, I cannot. I'm having technical fixed it. I think. Nope.
We just need that. We need that Simpsons thing to pop up right now. Technical difficulty. Please stand by.
Okay, I got
I had
all
3
that.
blocks. I've got 2 left after this.
Holy
I got
shit.
that. I got that written down. All right. Okay.
8
More-
hours to
more
use.
pit-
Ooh.
More bit for the computer fund, I guess.
Yes, and that's necessary. That's very necessary, considering what I've been dealing with lately. All right, so I need to get.
Raising from the dead is 50% more successful.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It would just be ironic if Solas was the one that died.
I'm not having a raised dead with me at the moment.
I got an elixir of life, but I'm hoping that would only be used on the people that can't be raised. Worst case.
Yeah, and that doesn't the incense doesn't affect like items like potions and stuff. So
Yeah. I think you know what's ironic? Leather had the other one, the other elixir of life.
okay, give me a second because the you guys are going to be in some form of darkness. So you could tell that with this mist, like as you're approaching, the surface of the asteroid is in sunlight. But even as you're approaching, you can feel the warmth and the light from Liga is reduced.
Hmm. Can we
James,
see
what's,
anyone on the docks? Sorry, go on.
Not yet, not from the distance that you are, because you haven't breached the thing yet. I need to get some
Sorry,
tokens. on.
Solas is next.
Yeah.
Sorry, Solas.
Yeah, I had a question. Was Ingrid loaning the Warhammer of Life?
Yeah, we agreed on that last session.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Yeah, she has the Warhammer of Life right now.
Okay. Someone else had a question?
I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
What level do you cast spells at, Ockar?
3rd level.
So your endure code lasts 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
Alright, you got multiples of those, I assume.
I had prepared Find Traps as my other spell.
No, that's second level. You'll need
Oh.
at least 2, though. That's what I'm saying. You would know this before coming here.
Oh, yeah, then I guess I would have prepared a second Endure Cold instead of Find Traps. Yeah.
Find Traps is second level spell.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
Oh, it
saying.
is.
Endure Cold is.
I got confused then, yeah. So I have 2 Endure Colds prepared and Wolfjaw's, right.
I was just making sure because I was checking
I messed
Loire's
up.
and his is 6 hours at 4th level, so he's got 2 that'll last him 12 hours, which is I think the same time as Lafdul's.
I mean, at the same time, keep in mind that you can leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
even if you're not.
It gives us wiggle room. So,
Yeah.
18 hours.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but 2 Endure Colds is a good idea, so I can refresh the one I cast on Aretha. And I want Wolfjaws instead of Find Traps because Wolfjaws is a good backup if I drop my weapon.
And Braxon's ring should keep him fine. Some magical protection against cold.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as it don't eat my finger.
Yeah, say that about my ring of regeneration, as long as I don't lose my left hand.
Yeah.
If
your hand got cut off, would it regenerate an entire Lafdul on the end of it?
No.
I have no idea.
And
It's not that
everyone's getting a
powerful.
reroll from Anghammarand
Oh.
there.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Anghammarand.
Wow.
Okay,
Thank you.
sorry, I was getting the tokens on. All right, so any other spells that you want to do before you breach the air envelope, and really get a feel for what it is? Like it is definitely
I mean, we
chilly
can
already.
used our instance, so yeah, I'd rather we didn't.
Before we breach the air envelope, do you guys want me to call out the
Oh
monitor?
yes, yeah. It does take a couple of rounds for that person to arrive.
Hang on. There is one thing we'd have done before, which I haven't said until now. What do you have to do with that plant?
I have to hold up the plant and call her name through it.
Yeah.
It's been wilting every time you use it, so.
So we'd have probably have done that on the way in, wouldn't we?
Well,
I mean, it took a while for it to arrive before.
I mean, I was gonna do it before we entered the envelope and then wait for her to arrive.
She seemed like she was somewhat busy, so.
That's
But
fine.
I imagine he might be waiting nearby or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna use the plant. Call upon Rixtia.
Okay. All right. So you do speak into that the bud of the flower as you're approaching. Like once you drop out around the asteroids that surround the dark star, and you wait for her to arrive. And she does so. There's a silver flash, and you hear her hooves on the deck as she appears. Hair and eyes like fire, great big wings behind her, and an enormous flaming two-handed sword in her hand. And she gives you a salute with the sword and says, "You have called and I have arrived. Is the assault imminent?"
I will bow to her and say, "Yes, we are about to make landfall."
Excellent. Then let's get underway.
Of course. And may we find glory in this day.
Before we land, Solas would give one of his generic healing potions that he bought before leaving to this trip to Darrakar.
Okay, that's just a potion of healing?
Yeah, it's just a potion of healing. It's not one of the loot potions.
Okay.
Didn't Darrakar get one from me? I don't know if Lankas had any, that's all.
I don't have any healing potions. I just have a potion of double duration. It's the only potion I
Hang
can
on.
find.
I
You're
might
kinda
have some
quiet.
spare.
I am?
Yeah, you were. I think you might have been turning away from your microphone or something.
I was, yeah. I was
Okay.
looking somewhere else.
Let me see here.
He was saying something about the potion of double duration, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
no,
just saying that's the
can-
only potion I have on my sheet.
I can give you a. This is a potion I bought from a shop, so I will give you one I bought from a shop. It's a normal healing potion. So
Thank you.
that was to Lankas, and obviously
okay.
Solas sank.
Sorry, how many?
I gave one to Darrakar.
Just
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, I'm giving one to Lankas because he didn't have anything.
How much do potions of healing heal?
Okay, so potions of healing restore 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Okay.
So Darrakar and Lankas both have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think Darrakar has another one from me as well. It was a blue efflorescence liquid one.
Yep, I did.
All right, I'm just confirming that was all. That's fine.
Okay.
I've got 2 regular healing potions left and other potions.
I mean, it's always good to have some
No, they didn't have any, so
some
yeah,
on hand, yeah.
it did.
Okay. So with Rixtia there, you approach closer, you breach the air envelope, and the cold that has already infused this whole area suddenly gets a lot sharper. Even with Endure Cold, you can tell. All of your crew suddenly begin to shiver quite a bit. And you do realize that staying too long in here will be harmful to everyone's health. But
Is there?
go ahead.
It's not magical code then, is it? It's natural code, because the magical code would instantly dispel the endure code.
It
Any
is.
magical code
It's
thus
not. It's
breaks
not
the
instantly
spell.
dispelling Endure Cold. We'll put it that way.
It's unnatural cold.
Yeah.
But not magical.
Okay, so as we go in, we will have archers on the top deck in case there's undead on the docks.
Okay.
You ever seen a freezing dwarf draw out a crossbow?
Dwarves actually are pretty
Oh yeah,
pretty resistant against
that
because of their
No,
density.
I think the Hermione would be having the worst problems, while the Gith and the Dwarves are a little bit better because they have more density and
Yeah.
on the Gith side.
The way to have the fur.
No, Herwadi have no fur. They have scales.
Is that? What am I thinking as?
You're thinking of Hadesy.
Yeah.
How what is it? Yeah.
Horveti are
With-
related to lizard folk. Some way.
Maybe. Anyway, so you approach it, you breach the air envelope, and while the air isn't foul or deadly, there is this stench of decay and death filling it. It is unpleasant, but not harmful. And you do
I'm thinking that
advance towards the dock area, and you can now make out that in that dock area are undead rebuilding one of the skeletal ships that you destroyed.
Okay.
As we're going in, I think Solas, negative plane protections on people. I'll do Braxon.
How
I'm
long
not
does that
thinking
last?
negative plane. Yeah, it doesn't last. It lasts only about
Well, it lasts a long time.
turn level.
Oh
What
wait,
kind
yeah.
of undead?
So again, it's going to take you 30 minutes to get up to the ruins. You're basically seeing mostly skeletons down there.
Okay.
So you would realize that
oh.
they're, and as soon as you breach the air envelope and begin to approach, they're ending their work and moving away.
Okay. Because skeletons and zombies, I wouldn't be all that worried about for negative plane protection purposes.
No,
Yeah, the
he made a
duration is
good point.
yeah, the duration is only 1 turn per level, so it would be only 9 turns. So
Yeah, I won't
90
cast
minutes.
it.
Okay, so they're moving away from us, yeah.
Yeah, so
Right.
they're rebuilding one of the skeletal ships, and as you
Braxon-
breach the air envelope
Sorry.
and begin to approach, they do abandon that work and move off. And now you can also see that there are trees on this, but they appear
Right.
covered in like frost. Go ahead.
Okay, Braxton's going to grab hold of a tow rope, and he's going to say to the crew on the ship, I'm going to try and attach this to that ship and cut it loose from the docks. When you retreat, tow this out the area and destroy it outside the area, and then come back and wait on station for us.
I mean, if it's stationary, you just
Can our crew shoot the retreating undead with ship weapons?
Not at this point. You're too far away.
Okay.
I'm surprised that they must have mental commands to just retreat from something.
So you do pull in close to the dock, and the all of the undead have abandoned it and moved off, and you can no longer see them at this point.
Yeah.
So you do put forth a gangplank crossover. Braxon, you and a couple of the crew who are shivering quite a bit, but some exertion does help. Quickly tie tow ropes to the remains there. You cut any ropes that they have connecting it to the dock so that they can pull it back. But the stone dock itself is in poor shape.
Okay.
And it's not an extensive dock area. It's not like enough to like. Obviously, you could tell that they had the skeletal ships and the other one, the big antler ship, in here before.
Yeah.
But you would say that is very much over capacity for what this dock originally could hold with 3 ships. It's not really that. Like, this would be a small village dock that would only expect 1 ship at a time, typically. But it's also old. Like, the stone is cracked. Frost is covering everything. And everything is kind of like gray and dark. You can see that there is a more recent construction, but it's still pretty old. Further, a bit away, and it seems to be a pen of some sort, but you can't really see what's inside of it. So you can go investigate that if you want.
How close is that?
It's only a couple, 100 feet away or something like that.
Braxton's going to call out to the others. I think we should check that out in case there's any captives in there. If there's captives in there, we might want to send them off with our ship.
I think we forgot to do something that was really important.
What's that?
What was that?
Ask our friend that's now with us if they know anything about this place.
I guess I would ask the monitor as we're going down what they know about the Dark Star.
I have been aware of it for some time, but I know nothing of no details of what exists here, other than great evil. Sadly, my duties have precluded me from making an excursion here, nor have any of my sisters been able to do so. But having allies who are coming here anyway certainly gives me good cause to take a break from my other duties to pursue this darkness.
Of course, and hopefully with our efforts we can erase this stain from gray space.
Have we got that ship loose from the dock yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so Braxton's going to tell the crew to just hold for a moment in case there's survivors that need to be taken off.
Okay.
And then if we're okay, he'll wave them away. And then once that happens, they're to take the ship out the area and come back.
Okay. So you're going to go over to that pen now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the pen and see if I can.
Yeah, I'll
have
go
a look
over
at
as
it.
well so I could do like detectable detections if needed.
Okay.
Mhm.
You now also see that the edge of the asteroid that you can see right now appears to have strange, highly stylized statues, and right now they're facing out, away from the center of the asteroid.
Yeah.
And you close in on one and you can see that, like, and they're not at regular intervals. They're randomly placed. Each one is different, like different sizes, different shapes, but they all have the same style to it. And they're like armless, waist up statues with an elongated face and slit eyes. And the mouths are carved in an open, frowning, silent scream.
Do you think those were people that have been petrified?
Probably.
Possibly.
Say to Ockar and others.
It's possible, but
All right.
I'm
Well, we
not
should be
sure how we
cautious.
would be able to free them.
Well, they're chopped in half, so they die.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got stone carving if you want to examine them, Lafdul.
Sure. To see how good they are. If they're too good, then they're real. That's basically my conclusion. But yeah, I will roll. Give me a sec. Stone carving.
How good is too good?
So
Phenomenal.
you looking at them, they're highly stylized. So if these were people, chances are they can't be saved. You know, whatever has happened to them has been too far. You know, too much has been done to them or something like that. You have no idea how this was done. But you would say that the workmanship on them is not expert. They're
they
fairly
so-
simplistically carved.
I point out flaws.
Well,
Comparing them to my own work.
there's no flaws per se, but they're very simplistic.
Are there any way to tell if they are older or newer than the other construction?
Given the nature of what's going on here, with everything so cold and covered in frost, it would distort any sorts of ability to tell that with normal means.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
There is grass covering everything, but it's also like frozen grass now. There's no snow. It's not like everything is covered in a thick blanket of snow. It's just a thin coating of frost, and everything has kind of lost its color. And as you walk towards the pen, the grass is just like crunching and snapping under your feet. But you do approach the pen. It is simply barred on the outside with large stone doors, which take some effort to open. But inside, you see floating at least a dozen various scavers. And they're just floating. They appear to be in some sort of suspended state.
Right.
So not actual people, just
Not
scavers.
people.
Just scavers.
Okay, Braxon's going to signal the ship. It's okay. You don't need to stay. So they've frozen scavers somehow.
Could be a time stasis of some kind.
They don't appear to be frozen, as in like cold.
Yeah.
They're like suspended.
Suspended animation, basically, except they're still kind
Actually-
of floating.
Yeah, we posed that question to Solas, who has access to that spell.
Maybe they're putting scavers into a life jammers or something.
That could be.
Yeah, that's a good point. You keep them in suspended animation until they need them, which is a living life force.
That might
Yeah,
Might be what-
we've seen animals used that way before.
be what they do with those coffins.
So, are there...
Well,
go ahead.
with the suspended animation spell, the duration is somewhat limited, so I think there's some other power that is keeping them
Mhm.
suspended.
Yeah.
All right.
That's also keeping them floating.
So,
Uh,
looking around, are there any, like... So there's the dock and there's the pin. Is there any other, like, obvious, like, sizable constructs around us?
There is an obvious path going up the hill towards the ruins that you saw as you approached. You can't see the ruins from where you are.
I'm gonna motion over to the bed and say, shall we get going?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Do you thi-
should.
Do you think there's traps on the path up?
There's going to be traps everywhere, no doubt. But we can't search everywhere.
If
No.
We'll freeze to death.
if you want, I
Taylor.
can. If you want, I can cast find traps now, and we can start hanging up the hills just in case.
You didn't have find traps.
Oh wait, no,
You had the
right.
wolf jaw.
We'll just have to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save it for the internals or
Yeah.
entranceways and stuff.
So, I'll have my axe ready. Hopefully, the heat from like the flames can help a bit.
Okay. So checking with infravision, infravision is not functioning. Everything is just this
There's no
muted
heat.
same color everywhere. And with the darkness that it's like shadows and mist filling the air envelope. Your vision is reduced to about what you can see on a moonless night.
That's without any light sources.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Ockar, you have the flaming axe out now.
Yeah, I'm using it as a light source and also like a kind of a heat element.
Okay. You realize that like the flames are diminished. They're not putting out as much light and heat as you would expect either.
With that, I'm going to see what happens with the dagger of ice and coat with a flame effect.
Same
Does
thing,
it
but
just
that was
go
never
out?
as bright as a full flaming.
Yeah, I just
weapon,
wanted to know
but yeah.
if it would just go out instantly.
It doesn't go out instantly.
Solas,
It is reduced.
Solas would have given one of the continual light stones that he made to Darrakar and another one to Finn. As a portable light sources.
Hey.
Yeah.
Is anyone planning to pull those out or use them? Anyone have any other light sources that they want to use?
Solas has a lantern with a continual light stone inside it that he is wielding.
I'm going to pull out one of my continual light daggers and put it on my belt.
Yeah, I'll have continual light.
Ingritha will probably use a torch unless somebody's willing to give her continual light thing.
I can give the third stone that I made to Ingrid if she needs one.
Okay, then she'll use that.
Braxton's going to use his flaming sword.
Okay, Braxton,
There's
you're
a
using the
point-
flaming sword. Okay. Yes. Lafdul?
I did know about this, but I've only just remembered because when people said about what they're equipped with, it made me realize about Loire. Can Loire wear my elven chain? We're similarly sized.
Yes.
All right, then he would be using that, and I would be using my braces. My armor class would be different.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be giving him my other continual light dagger, so he's got one. So I don't have any more in my pouch. I had 2.
Okay, so Lafdul, you realize that putting the dagger in your belt is going to really restrict the light coming off of it, and all of those continual light effects are also reduced. It's like the darkness is fighting against it
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Alright,
it's better than nothing.
I'll get some string and tie it on me somewhere. That's somewhat convenient, like on the side of my.
You'll need to carry it.
Oh.
The nature of this means that if you want lights, you're gonna need to carry it.
Fair enough.
How much light does my flaming dagger give? Compared.
Substantially less than the flaming weapons, so it's not much.
Just get yourself a continual like belt buckle.
Yeah.
Oh god, you get the Lafdul signal, like the spider signal. It's just the flashlight goes to your belt.
Yeah, I'll have it in my hand for now, and he'll have one in his hand.
Okay,
Da-da-da-da.
so give me just a second. I need to set up people with light.
For marching order, I think Ockar will go in front, leading the way with his axe, since this is like his mission and stuff, and he wants to be careful for undead.
Yeah, give me a moment.
And his axe is undead bane.
All right, so who is going to be carrying some continual light? Solas, you were carrying one of
Yeah.
the torches, right? Okay.
I have continual light in a hooded lantern.
Okay.
I just have a few pebbles in my bag. Well, unless someone wanted something specific cast on it, but I'll probably carry one.
I just realised how difficult it's going to be to hold a pebble when you're not completely encompassing it in your entire hand. You're holding it between two fingers, basically, so it lets light out. I was wondering if I
Okay.
could, like, wear
Who else?
my...
Who else is going to be carrying some continual light?
Oh!
And Greta, if you didn't already miss that.
All right. I only have Solas right now, so
And well,
Finwell as
Yeah,
well.
I
All right,
will.
give me a second. Let me get these down because I need to put in the lights for everyone. Viewers on the stream aren't seeing this because I'm doing this on the other computer because it is easier. We'll get to it in a second. Finn, all right.
Have I
I'll
got
come
some
out with...
light on?
No, you
Okay,
got
so I
Finn,
have
you'll be alright.
Ingritha, Finn, and Solas. Who else is holding continual light?
Lankas.
Lankas, okay.
I should probably hold something in my other hand, otherwise I can't switch weapons without going into the darkness.
Anyone
Yeah,
else?
weapons
Well,
are
I mean,
small,
other
so I can-
people like one of the reasons why I'm doing this is that this projects light from their tokens. So
That's true, yeah.
If you're close enough to someone who's carrying one, then you may have light.
That-
The question is going to be
Yeah.
if you get separated.
We don't need
Okay.
everyone to. I feel like half should be fine.
And remember, like there is still like you can still see somewhat. It's like a moonless night right now
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
where you are. And this is despite Liga being like almost directly overhead.
Yeah.
But it's going to be darker inside.
Yeah.
Yes, it most definitely will. All right, so anyone else carrying some continual light? I have Finn, Ingritha, Solas, Lankas.
I will have my flaming dagger. It's not much light, it's a little bit light, but I'd rather have that than the continual light dagger. Because it can at least, it's a plus, well, it's a magical flame. It's not.
Is it
plus? That's +1, I think. Yeah.
is it like a candle?
Something like a
Basically.
candle, yeah.
I think
It's
Braxon
not
needs to
much.
go get a continual light tongue piercing.
You'd have to stick your tongue out all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but like he'd be hands free.
I want to come up with a great way of handicapping the party by making them lose one limb to hold the light source.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the point.
how many? Yeah, do you need both limbs free to cast a spell?
It's yeah.
Depends on the spell. If it's like a full round thing.
I don't unless you are. If you're a wizard using a weapon that, with a weapon in one hand that you're proficient in, stuff like that, then no, I generally do not nitpick it. Same thing with priests, who have a weapon and a shield kind of thing. I don't nitpick it. It's a little bit too much sometimes. But if it's touch based, then yes, you do need to put something down.
Okay.
If you're carrying something in both hands. All right. Okay, so you start carefully heading up the pathway. I'll let you, when I pull you over to the map, I'll allow you to sort out your order as you wish. The path starts out pretty straight, but you can see that it starts doing switchbacks as the hill gets steeper. Yeah, you had a question, Solas?
No, it was that while Solas is carrying the lantern, it is also tied to his rope, so that in case he drops it, it doesn't fall to the ground, but basically comes with him.
Okay.
I'll bang you in the knee
Yep.
or something. Solas used to be a scholar, and so he took a loud to the knee.
Okay, now, you are, like, because of the darkness, it is hard to see things. So if you find yourself outside of, like, a bright light area, so if you're not close to someone with bright light, there are going to be some penalties to, like, hits and saves, armor class, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you can feel this dark chill upon you as you're heading up the path. Anything that you want to do on the way up?
I was thinking you could put a pebble in like a glass bottle and then tie a glass bottle around a piece of string and just wear it like a neck lantern.
So here's the problem with any kind of thing that is, like, tied to you. Your body's blocking most of that light.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it's a glass bottle. It's half see-through, so...
But your that doesn't have anything to do with your body. Like, if you had something dangling from your belt, it's going to be swinging back and forth. It's going to create lots more shadows, and it's going to, your body's going to be blocking it. There's a reason why you see when people are walking around with an actual literal torch, they're always holding the torch out in front of them.
Yeah.
Because then your body doesn't block it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Braxon will have his iron stone going around him.
I generally,
then
unless you
there's
say
that, you'll
otherwise, I
never find
generally
it.
always assume that you do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
So just before we get there, Finn will cast an unfailing premonition.
Okay. When you say get there, you mean the ruins?
Yes.
Okay. I will be pulling you to a map that is a reasonable amount before the ruins, so you're gonna want to decide at that point when you cast it.
Okay.
But as you're going up the hill, more of these statues are dotting the sides of the path at irregular intervals. And again, the path starts doing kind of switchbacks as it gets steeper up the hill. You can tell it's pretty clearly designed so that, like, carts have less trouble getting up.
Yeah.
Solas is suspicious and expecting to be ambushed, so he's also holding his rod of alertness.
Okay.
Braxton's going to be looking for a pattern in these statues in case.
There's no
Some
obvious
of them.
pattern.
All right, he's trying to see if any of them aren't statues, but are actually, in fact, something like a trap.
Do any of us recognize a race?
they're so highly stylized. There's no distinguishing features. They just have these slit eyes and a big, like, frowning, screaming, open mouth. Otherwise, it's just like general. Like, there's a neck, there's a head, and there's a torso, and that's it. There's no other distinguishing features like ears or beards or anything like that. So if they're meant to represent a specific race, it's nothing obvious to you.
Right. Oh,
Okay.
I see some light.
Let me see. Let me know if everyone can see.
Do
Yeah.
those paintings resemble the statues resemble the painting Scream?
No.
Okay.
Like, hey, you took a moment to think about it.
Well, it took me a moment to realize what exactly he was asking. So.
Okay, so
This right here, any of these statues that have kind of these swirls on them, that is representing those statues.
Right.
okay.
Oh wow, this just came into focus. I suppose if we've not got people doing trap hunting, we'd have. I suppose Braxon will be at the front.
Well, I'm at the front.
Finn has the spell that will warn him about a trap.
He hasn't casted it yet.
We're waiting until we get to the ruins for that.
And well, letting
blind
Finn decide when, but
yeah,
if he he may want to
Mm-hmm.
cast it now. But so Ockar was talking about being in the front because he has the flaming axe that's good against undead. That's what he indicated.
Okay.
So
yeah.
if you have a different feeling, if someone has a different feeling, they can speak up. But before that, Finn, did you want to cast a spell now, or did you want to wait? You do have a few more switchbacks before you get up to the ruins. You can't really see them from here, but you can tell that you got a bit more to go.
I'll go ahead and cast it now. It lasts for a turn plus 20 rounds when I cast it, so
Okay.
it'll last a while.
All right, Lafdul, yes?
I just wanted to point out me and Solas should be near Braxon and Ockar if we need to cast negative plane protection.
That's a good idea.
If we aren't casting it now. So just be like second and third or third and fourth, whatever.
I'm thinking a good
I want to
plan
go somewhere in the middle.
is like a 2x2 line, me and Finn at the front, because he's got a feeling premonition, and I have the undead baned axe.
Should you just
Where
do a
does
line like
our where does our ally want to be?
She says that if you wish it, she'll bring up the rear. She has great wings. She can move pretty quickly around if needed.
Okay.
Probably a good idea in case they decide to ambush us.
That's why I don't want to be in the back. I want to be in the middle.
So
Yeah, Solas
Yeah, I
also
did-
wants to be around the middle.
let's have a line here where this will be the front and this area here will be like the back.
I just realized that I do not have good access to her stats. Where did I?
So we're pointing this.
So
the way I'm trying to
Like
set
that way
this
or
up
that way?
is like this area, like right here, this 2 square area is like the front of the line.
So
Okay, so the line's pointed that way.
real
and-
fast.
Yeah.
Hold on. So you're switchbacking. Let me see
Yeah,
what you
I'm
guys
trying-
can actually
I'm
see.
trying to set up the marching order.
Oh, it looks like I've been put at the back.
So
Also, Darrakar, you should be at full HP.
yes, everyone
Oh,
should
yeah,
be
I
at full
can-
hit points.
I can edit that in. Yeah.
All right. So so like you can see that this is a bit of a rise here, and you can see that the path goes this way and then this way, and you can tell that it's going to go switch back again.
Yeah. Okay.
How high does? Let's have a look at.
Okay. So I think this looks like a good marching order. With the woman, the centaur thing behind Braxon.
Wow, centaur thing. All right.
Well, the
I
monitor
know.
behind
I'm
Braxon.
just
Right.
I'm teasing
Sorry. Yeah.
you. Don't worry.
Sorry, Alf boy, right? You know, it's a running theme with you.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I guess we'll start going then. I'll move
Um,
here and we can. What's up?
is that are those switchbacks? Are they 15 foot high?
Well, they vary, but yeah,
Okay.
somewhere around there.
Okay. So I can jump up them if I need to. Some of
Yeah.
them.
Yes, you could definitely jump up with your boots.
Okay. So let's start moving up. I'm gonna move Ockar up, and everybody else can move into
Wait.
positions. We'll say
Get
that.
old can just move us as a group.
I can, but I will let you guys do it because I've got
I'm gonna remember where I was now.
NPCs.
He's got
to
loads
move.
of monsters to move.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do everything
I'm
for you.
trying to think it was sort of like that. I can't remember where I was. I go there.
So the shadows continue to like there's mist or shadows or something filling all of the area around you. And you keep thinking that you see movement amongst the trees, but it's very difficult to make anything in particular out.
Probably is something, considering where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait for it to attack us.
Yeah. Let's advance a bit further to maybe like about here-ish.
Okay, you can just make out that there's a bit of a clearing here. The trees, there's some large trees. There's a number of those statues, and ahead down here, there is a narrow gap pass through where the hill rises a bit. So kind of creates a bit of a pass. It's not that high, but it's just the road has been set up to follow the natural contours of the ground.
Okay. I guess to here next.
I very much doubt Undead have been trying to cover their tracks, but are there any like obvious tracks in the ground? I'm no tracker. I'm just looking for anything obvious.
The ground is like frozen solid.
Oh. This is so hard to move one person and the other. Especially when you got to change direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's why
so
Old is letting us move ourselves.
Yes.
nothing wild yet.
So as you get to the clearing, there is suddenly a barrage of arrows from up on the hill and darkness.
So this
we
way.
make friends.
Yes, up that way.
Okay.
And let me see how many there are gonna be.
It's not like we can listen for noises because they're undead.
I mean,
Yeah,
undead can
both.
make noises.
It's actually from both sides. So
Hints there.
Oh, so these guys aren't on the hill; they're just in the trees.
they are on the
Or is it
hills.
this
They are
way?
the arrows are coming
So
from
it's
up
here
above you.
and
Yes,
here.
it's both sides.
Okay.
Alright, so that's going to be...
Is it just basically a barrage in our area and whoever gets hit gets hit?
Yes.
It's not aimed specifically. Like a rain of arrows.
All right.
Would tumbling help?
It comes
It's-
almost as like, I mean, it's not a surprise per se because you guys have been talking about expecting something, but
Yeah.
it's still unexpected. Like the exact timing of it is still unexpected. So no, you wouldn't have been able to tumble in response to this. Let me see. Needed to see how many targets there are. There's definitely some hits. Okay. Ockar, what's your armor class?
It's in the negatives. Let me take a look. It's like -2.
Are we including our decks?
Okay. There is a you are able to get your dexterity bonus, but there is a penalty to armor class right now, a -2 penalty. So that's 0.
Mhm.
So an arrow misses you. Lafdul, how about you? What's your armor class with that -2 penalty?
I would have this new shield out, so I don't know what its bonus will be. My brace is armor class 5.
Then take into account the normal shield as if it was a non-magical shield and let me know.
Hang on. I realized the interest 5 plus 1 minus 2. 2? Because I don't know its modifier. That seems wrong.
Is that taking into account the -2?
Yeah, it would be 0, but it's minus
Okay.
2, so 2. Because I got braces armor class 5. Dex Dex plus 4, that brings it to 1.
Okay.
Shield brings it to 0, then -2 from that. And
So-
the shield modifier.
An arrow does hit you for 4 points of damage, Lafdul.
It's alright, I'll regenerate. Might take a while.
And Lankas, what is your armor
AC
class?
7.
I'm sorry?
AC 7.
Okay. So you are hit for 6 points of damage. The other arrows do miss you as a group. And you hear some of them shatter.
Oh, it's those skeletons.
Of course, it's the only kind of skeleton archers I could imagine here.
Spooky skeletons.
It's almost like you want to get hit.
I mean, I can imagine the Minecraft skeleton archers.
Oh, they're so annoying sometimes. Before shields
Yep.
were a thing.
Yep.
I
They're
don't
quite
think
annoying.
every arrow that they miss creates a skeleton.
No, not every arrow. Give me a second.
Does this look like an entirely bone arrow?
We
Yes.
need a monk that can catch those arrows and snap them in half as they come in.
Does that have any fletching on it?
I mean, they're modified. They're like manufactured or something like that, or not.
Alright. So I
Like
just thought it
magically
was like
created
an
or something like that.
actual bone that's just launched through the air and it just has magical flight.
It's not a normal, not just a bone.
It's a bone framed
Wow.
arrow.
It is
I
an
guess.
arrow made of bone.
All that,
Well.
yeah.
Minecraft
It's like, I would-
skeletons are not as bad as these ones.
I would say, does my cloak of displacement help? But considering it was an indirect fire, it wouldn't. Because it does give an extra +2 to my armor class, but I guess if that's an aimed attack, still.
Actually, the first attack
I don't know
should have
if
missed.
it's...
That should have missed. I forgot that you had that. Give me a second. You can see
Well-
now because like they were completely still before they fired, but now they're drawing more arrows, so you can see where the archers are on the hill. So yeah, that would have missed you, and I need to.
Was that a named attack then?
It doesn't matter.
I
The
thought
first attack always misses. If someone can see you, the first attack is always a miss.
Okay, this doesn't operate the way I thought it does then. I thought they still had to.
So
If it's a-
you are in a different position than you appear, and it is without magic, it is impossible to tell that. So the first attack is always a miss against you.
Yeah, but they weren't aiming at me. They were just firing in the area.
He's
that
helping
was
you. Don't
I
argue
know.
with him.
But that was my reasoning.
They're
not
they're
aiming
still
at me,
like they're still roughly aiming in the party's general direction. They're not just firing blindly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the first attack is always a miss. Okay, so let's see. Finn, you had cast Unfailing Premonition, correct? Yes, 'cause I saw you roll. What was that? A turn plus 20 rounds?
I think it was turn plus round a level.
Oh yeah, he stepped away. No, I believe it was 2
So-
rounds per level. So I'm going to assume that 2 have already passed. So go with 28.
It's a turn plus 2 rounds a level, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, he got that in there in the chat. Okay. All right, you guys can start rolling for some initiative. So there are skeletons now that have risen up from where those arrows hit the ground. If you are not in melee, if you are in melee, you can use a missile weapon to attack the skeletal archers, but you will get attacks of opportunity against you. Keep that in mind.
We will?
Yes.
They're only skeletons though, so I'd rather take that than.
Yeah.
Because you're not actively
to fight.
defending yourself against a creature that is in melee with you.
Oh, right. Okay, got you. Yeah. I'm gonna. I am going to attack any of them, so I don't care if I attack the nearest ones first.
Is this scalable?
What? It is, yes, but
How
you might not be able to
difficult?
get an attack at the end because you do need to actually.
Yeah,
climb
it's
it.
just actually getting there because I'll have one hand preoccupied with a dagger. So
I spend the beginning of a combat trying to work out where to put my character sheet and the turn tracker, so that I can fit it around the shape of the combat you created.
And then the shape of the combat keeps moving. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
you know what? No, I'm annoyed at myself.
I think I can carry on with the flaming sword.
It was this like 10, 15 feet up or?
It's about 15 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
But it should be a relatively easy check for me, if anything.
You would not need to make a check.
Uh,
You're a thief. This is
bread
it's
and
very
butter.
rough. Plenty of handholds. Almost everyone else would have a relatively easy time getting up there too.
Do I need to tumble away from this skeleton? The one
I mean,
that's
if you just
close to
move
me.
away, you're just taking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I know, but if I tumble, I get the armor class and still move. And climb, considering I'm not attacking.
You cannot tumble and climb.
Oh. Oh, well, I just gotta hope I don't get hit. I will just move away and climb up.
All right, I need to roll for Rixtia. My bad.
That's Lafdul and Loire will. You know what? Sure, he's going to go up with Lafdul. He's going to climb up as well. He's a rogue. Well, he's a priest rogue kind of thing.
All right. Anyone still need to roll?
He's
yeah,
a
I need to roll for. I just realised my turn tracker didn't come up. I didn't roll the right thing. Lafdul, click. Why is it doing that? Sorry, technical. Player initiative. I'll modify it.
What
but
was that
it's
lady
the-
called?
Rixtia.
Rixia, because I can't see her name.
Yep. Hold on.
I don't
That
want to be
should be
calling
mine.
her. I don't want to be calling her thingy lady.
Should be
like,
able to see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
like Ockar did.
I have her name written in my notes so I don't forget.
Yeah,
I
but you
meant to-
still called her a centaur thing.
Four.
All right. Anyone?
Yeah,
Everyone rolled?
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing it.
It hasn't
Rixtia.
updated from
Loire.
Loire
I
got
should-
a 4. Lafdul got 9.
I
For some
should
reason
call her
it's not.
CRT, really.
No.
All right. He's in there. Go ahead and put him in. Editing.
It's 4. No. Sorry. Thank you. It's done.
Okay. Lankas, you're up first.
Maybe Ockar
Yeah,
would rather
okay.
I call her LCD.
Well, I'm gonna start with just casting shield on myself.
Okay. Are you facing that skeleton?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the duration on shield?
Duration on shield is to do 5 rounds per level. So level
You're level 4, right?
4. Yeah.
Okay. So 20. Okay. Remember, you need to face something to get that bonus, that armor class bonus.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So the skeletons are attacking next. This one moves up to Ockar. This one moves here. So, first of all, one attacking Rixtia. That is a miss. 2 attacking Braxon. Actually, 3 will attack Braxon.
I was like, are you going to give 3 to Loire or 3 to Braxon?
Let's see. Braxon, what is your armor class?
Well, it's normally -1, but you said I've got a penalty of 2, so it'd
Yep.
be 1.
All right, so that is a miss. Let's see. 1 on Lafdul.
Lafdul's
That's
got
a hit.
Armor class is 0.
So Increase is supposed to have an aura, by the way, that
Oh,
would
yeah.
have
That's a good point.
given Braxon a bit of a bonus on this thing, since they would have had a -1 to hit him.
That is a good point.
Oh, is she going to get a circle around her as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, she will do. It's a paladin.
Okay, that's still a hit on Lafdul, though, for 4 points of damage.
Would increase the
And
circle be smaller?
No.
Why?
Because she's a lower level paladin.
no, it's fixed.
It
No,
doesn't increase by level.
Yeah. The aura never grows, and it never shrinks.
Okay.
All right, and 1 attacking Lankas. That's a miss. And 1 attacking Ockar. That is a miss. All right.
But then he hit Loire.
No, it hit you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was just asking if any hit Loire also.
No.
Alright.
Sorry, did I not say that that one missed him?
No, I must have not heard.
Okay. All right, Loire's turn.
Loire's going to take so many attacks of opportunity, but he's going to try and... Hang on. Let me just check the distance.
Should have had him fighting defensively.
No. Oh, there's multiple. We say about half his movement as far as he can go and climb.
Yeah.
He gets up
Yeah,
there.
and you won't be able to attack.
But it'll be in melee. I'm just thinking.
I mean, definitely, like, those archers would get attacks of opportunity against them if they continued to attack, if they made missile
Yeah,
attacks. So.
he's just getting up in their face, basically.
Okay. Alright, so what is his armor class?
I just realised he would be forced to use the dagger in the offhand. He's not attacking, but he's just holding it. His armor class is 3 with the Elven Chainmail. Oh, -2. 5.
Okay, so that is 1 hit for 3 points of damage.
Was that when he was in the aura?
Yeah, he still would have been in the aura, but that was still a hit.
Okay.
Alright, did that update? Yeah.
Alright. Some of the darkness around you seems to coalesce.
Oh, great.
You.
And
Into
shadows come out to attack.
No.
This reminds me of a couple of things, actually. Remember that
Ollie?
Icewind Dale thing and that Tomb Place? There's that. And there's also the Neverwinter Nights Mask of the Betrayer with the Shadow lead when you go in the Shadow Realm.
I do not remember enough about Icewind Dale, and I do not believe that I've played those others.
The other players might know.
Okay, this is fun.
All right.
Yeah, plenty of undead.
Shadows are creepy.
So, shadows coming out. Let's see. This one goes over there. This one comes here.
It's alright.
This one
Loire will
comes
take out the
here.
archers by himself.
This one comes here. This
Oh,
one comes
boy.
here. This
Stay
one
on the
comes
break.
here.
Lankas, you made friends.
So the shield spell,
Yeah.
does it only block like one way, or does it block like a direction like 3 squares?
It's basically like
Yeah.
180 degrees in front of you. So
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
so
guess
that's
right now
gonna
I'm
that's
facing
gonna
that
block
way,
most of
so I'm
those,
blocking.
or
Okay.
give you bonuses for
Free.
most of those.
You're facing the skeleton.
boy.
Oh,
Hey,
boy.
Lafdul's more or less free.
My goodness.
Hey,
Oh
Solas.
boy. This
I
is
thought I
gonna
did bad.
get gnarly.
You would give one to Lafdul. You give 2 to I'm Braxon.
Hey, I've got 2 as well, Lafdul.
All right,
Wow.
so let's see. That is going to be 2 attacking Lankas.
Loire's glad he got out.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's
Lankas,
funny
they
is-
both miss.
Oh.
Let's see.
That is
2
awesome.
2 are attacking Darrakar. One of them is going to be behind because you can only face one at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one of those is a hit.
Okay.
Shadow strain strength.
So I'm gonna lose a bit of strength. Okay. We'll work with
Yep.
that.
So the icy chill of this this shadow as it strikes you chills you to the bone. Take 2 points of damage, and you do lose a point of strength, but that's going to be 10% of your exceptional.
Okay. So I'm just gonna mark it down.
Thankfully, this is not permanent kind of draining, if I remember correctly.
God, this would be that. We wouldn't even come here if it was permanent.
Yeah.
It's permanent if you die.
Wow,
Yeah.
fate's worse than death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you die from the drain, you might come a shadow.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
then you get
Exactly.
obliterated by Solas when he turns you.
Which is definitely a fate worse than death.
3 are attacking you, Ockar, and they miss. 2 are attacking you, Finn.
So I got 3 skeletons and 3 shadows.
Finn, what's your armor class?
With the penalty and my bonus from unfailing, it would be a -3.
Okay, those are misses. Let's see, who else? One of them is attacking you, Ockar. I mean, not Ockar, Lafdul. That is a miss. Let's see, 2 are attacking Braxon.
Ho hum.
And that is going to be a hit on you for 2
Okay.
points of damage, and you also lose a point of strength.
Lovely.
Oh, I'm so glad I decided to do what I did do for this round.
Pray.
Nice.
Yeah, in a way.
That's what's.
And 2 are attacking Rixtia. Let's see, what is her armor class? That is going to be... Those are misses. Okay. All right. Finn, your turn.
I have a feeling Solas is doing what I'm doing.
There goes my damage adjustment.
I did mention in the group chat what I'm doing.
Finn?
I'm gonna take a swing at that one then.
Okay.
Yep, we're doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, probably not.
What's your Thaco?
14.
That's a hit.
Oh.
Which one were you attacking?
This one.
That one, okay.
Let's see. So it's a d6 plus 1 plus 5, d6 plus 6.
All right, 9 points of damage. Your mace definitely impacts against it, and it recoils from that. Solas, your turn.
I was hoping to get the archers, but the shadows are also good for the turn undead.
Well,
Might
remember,
almost be
it's not-
better.
It's
Since-
remember. Oh, remember this. It's based on like what has the lowest hit dice first, not what's closer.
Yeah, and shadows are also, if I'm not mistaken by the chart, they are also automatically destroyed.
Your
True.
9th level.
Yeah.
Roll your 2d6, please.
Please
Mhm.
do.
I thought Shadows had hit dice 3.
It's shadow or 3 to 4
Ah.
hit dice.
Awesome.
Well,
Okay.
that's few of them.
Now you also got skeletons, so 2d4, please.
Mm-hmm.
Good rolls.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, very good rolls.
I think I cleared our surrounding a bit.
Yep.
So it'd be the nearest ones to Solas.
So this skeleton right there is destroyed, and then these other skeletons start fleeing. Braxon, you get 3 attacks of opportunity.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Sorry. In the wrong place.
I'll roll for Rixtia since she's getting one as well. Yep, that's going to be a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh, sorry. I'm doing all 3 of them.
Oh, all right, that's fine.
I don't
Yep,
know
those
why.
are all hits.
Right. Okay. So they're normal size. So that's D8. That's on the first one.
Okay, so that one is destroyed.
That's on the second one.
So you attack into
on the
them.
Oh, I seem to have done an extra one.
Yes, you did a couple
Okay.
extras, but it's okay. I take the first 3 from each. So you destroy those as they are running away. Rixtia destroys this one. as it is running away. This one moves
All the
away.
while Solas is admonishing them from not treating their books properly.
How do you know they don't treat their books properly?
They're mindless undead. They don't take time to take care of them.
Ockar, you are turning undead, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you do not get an attack of opportunity against that one. They are going to go into the corner here.
How do you know they're not undead librarians?
I mean, with bony fingers, you know how hard it would be to turn a page. You probably like are, tearing those things
Yeah,
up
but
constantly.
Yeah, zombie librarians are clearly better at it.
They wouldn't have had librarians. They wouldn't have had bony fingers when they were alive.
All right, and then you had an 11. Okay.
This is why Solas has to take Speak with Dead and ask if they understand the duodecimal system.
So I am going to apply this to the. It's not necessarily the closest, but when there's a big gap like there is between the skeletons and the shadows, it definitely goes to the shadows first, because it is also a line of sight thing. All right, so let's see, Lankas, these are running away from you.
Oh, they're playing?
Heck yeah.
I thought they...
Oh right, no, that's right. They're destroyed.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry.
Yeah, I destroy automatically everything up to 4 hit die undead.
Boop. That's 2. That's 3.
I was gonna Burning Hands on next turn.
That's gonna be a 4.
Oh, good.
That's gonna be 5.
You know what?
6. 7. 8. 9 and 10.
Yay, you freed up Lafdul. Thank you, Solas.
He's
going to now leave
rolled
you.
11.
Yes, one of those was the first skeleton, of which you then got more turned.
Okay.
So a skeleton was destroyed, 2d4 additional ones were turned, which I then went for first, because otherwise you'd be destroying all the skeletons and no others would be turned. So
Yeah.
that seems like there's like a fairer way to do it and a dickish way to do it. I decided to do the fairer way.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, Lafdul, your turn.
Yeah, Lafdul's amazing arsenal of shield and dagger. He's trying to climb up this thing. He's trying to find whatever he can.
Okay, it's very easy for you to climb up, especially right there because there's roots as well.
Yeah, he's also trying to use the tree's partial cover against those. Trying. Doesn't mean he succeeds.
Let's see. That's actually, you weren't tumbling, correct?
No.
Okay, so you
Yes,
can
it's
get up there and
equal.
attack. That is close enough to get up there and attack.
Oh, boy, he's only attacking with a flaming dagger.
That's fine.
That's what he's got.
Still an attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's still a magic weapon.
Yeah.
Thaco?
Look at my Thaco is like. That's a good question because I haven't used this weapon in such a long time. 14.
Alright, that's a hit.
+1 dagger. Ooh, yay. 1d4 +1? +2. +1 from the fire. No, +1 from the fire, +1 from the +1.
No, it's just +1.
Is that?
Yep.
Alright,
The main ability is that it can it'll do extra damage against things that are vulnerable to fire, which undead are generally not. And like you wouldn't do any if you were using the cold side, then you would not get a +1. Like its main advantage is that it does extra damage to things that are vulnerable to those, and you can
It's a
start
light
fires
source
or
for me.
freeze water with it.
Yeah, it's
And
like the
that it's
generic
magic weapon.
Yeah, it's a nice, convenient traveling tool. You
Mhm.
know, cool down drinks, heat up fires, start fires automatically. More than the
Darrakar, your turn.
practicality.
All right, Darrakar is going to heave a sigh of relief at the destruction of those shadows. He's going to move over here to back Ockar up and take on this thing.
Okay.
All right.
And you're using the scimitar, right?
Yeah, I'm using the scimitar.
Okay.
All right.
That is going to be a miss.
Well, you can't win them all.
Nope.
Okay. That's all I've got for now.
Ingritha.
Rita's going to move over here to back up Rixtia,
Okay.
and is going to swing the Warhammer of Light, which will be. That goes 14.
That is going to be a miss.
Okay.
All right. Braxon.
Was the shade that hit Braxon one of the ones that's still alive?
Probably not.
Oh, it's probably. Oh, okay, right.
Considering
Okay.
none of them are technically alive.
I wasn't even
No,
going
the one
for
that
that.
hit him. The one that hit him. Right.
Do you leech life off undead?
Yes. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
Braxton's-
life leech. That's not how it works.
Braxton's going to go for that one.
All right. Go ahead.
Because it's sandwiched in.
All right. That's a hit.
Okay.
All right. 11 points of damage. You're using the flaming sword, correct?
Yeah, flaming sword.
All right. You slash through this shadowy creature in front of you. The blade easily cleaves it, and it's like the two halves burn away
Right.
as you do
Do I
so,
need to
and it
take
is
one
destroyed.
away from that?
It would still be a kill, but yeah, if you lost a point of strength and lost your damage bonus, then yes.
Yeah.
So you would get back 3 hit points.
Okay. Well, I'm only down 2, so
There you go.
I max out.
All right. Rixtia with her giant two-handed sword that is flaming. She is swinging at one of the shadows. And that is going to be a hit. I also see that I put the wrong Thaco in there, which is silly. All right. And that is going to be... All right, that is going to be, let's see, 10 points of damage that she inflicts on one of those. Ockar, your turn.
Okay. Step down this way and turn undead.
Okay. Well, 20 is pretty good. Let's see. So you're turning as what level?
I turn at 9th level because I'm an 11th level paladin.
Okay.
So you can also auto-destroy shadows.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So no extra of the type are turned. So you get 10. All right. So that archer is destroyed.
Yeah, Lafdul's there. I got this. I not got this.
Ocker's like, yeah, I got it. That one is destroyed. It's 2,
I just call upon the will of my god to just
3,
destroy all the undead.
4, 5.
How many turns do you get in today?
It's 1 per
It's,
encounter.
It's one per encounter, so that depends on how many encounters with undead we end up with.
And what also counts as an encounter,
Mm-hmm.
since this might still continue to be encounter when we next fight undead.
Yeah, this could be like a gauntlet they have to run through. So.
But I think this was good situation to use them since.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know the shadows were coming, but those skeleton
had a
archers
feeling.
were annoying enough.
Okay, so 10 of the skeletal archers are destroyed, and I think 2 were just beyond your visual range, actually.
Yeah, so I can turn them, but would that then apply to the shadows instead?
No, like, they were beyond your visual range. You were not beyond their visual range.
Okay.
So they saw it, and they were destroyed. So 10 of them were destroyed. So there are 2 left.
And I would technically get 2 more extra undead turns if they're within the D2 hit dice range.
No, you wouldn't get extras.
Oh, right,
these.
right. One hit dice range. Never mind.
You would get
It's 1
up
in
to
zombies.
2. Yeah, 1 in zombies.
Yeah.
All right.
Next level, you would get the goals.
Second attacks.
First, there are 2 remaining skeletal archers.
Sorry.
That's okay. Loire
Just made himself a target.
and Lafdul, I think that you are hidden well enough that you are not. So Ingritha are going to be the targets.
Okay.
Loire gets hit.
Yeah, he's got armor class 5, so.
4 points of damage. And then the other one, let's see about the arrow.
If Ingritha's not using her shield, then it's AC 2. If she is, it's AC -1.
It was
I don't
low
think
enough.
she
It was low enough that it was just a complete miss. So don't worry.
Okay. But that does mean skeleton.
Yep. And there we go. All right.
This is where Solas needs a monster summoning that summons more monsters.
I specifically said that I won't be taking summoning spells for a few
in
reasons
general.
to hit this place.
Oh, you don't want them taking damage here? Oh. All right.
I don't want...
So, second attacks. Let's see. That is going to be... Ingritha, does she get a second attack?
Not with the Warhammer.
All right. Darrakar, do you get a second attack?
No, not with that sword.
Okay. Braxon.
Yeah, gonna go for this other shadow.
Okay. That's a hit.
And 2d8 damage. I should take. I need to take 1 off of that, so I haven't modified it.
Okay, 10 points of damage. That's fine. So you slash into it, but it is still there menacing you. And
Okay.
Ockar turned. Okay.
So that one has less hit points than the other one.
Initiatives then?
Yep. Next round initiative.
Yep. All right. Okay, just get there and there. That
Oh,
should do it.
I've got a good number.
Okay, what have I
Good
got?
numbers are always good.
Yeah. Normally, I start off with really good initiative, and then I get worse and worse as combat goes on. I don't know why.
You know what? I'll take 10. That's fine.
Question.
Yes?
If you're attacking with a weapon and a shield, you count for the slowest weapon for your initiative.
You count as your main weapon.
Oh, my main weapon's the one for a dagger, so.
Yeah.
For Lafdul. Yeah, I'm attacking with the shield and the weapon, so.
Okay.
Because it's a blunt weapon, and it's magical.
That's fine.
Lafdul's doing that. Loire's.
Oh yeah, I need to roll for Rixtia as well.
Actually, I need to check if that is 5. Might have gone that wrong.
Alright, anyone still need to roll?
I need to adjust Loire's.
Obtain his armor class save. Okay. Understood, Finn. Alright, everyone roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, Braxon, you're up first.
Wow. Okay, he's going to have another go at this shadow.
Okay.
Lafdul should be 6. It didn't update for some reason.
Did you get it updated now?
I did now.
Did that roll?
Yes. I see you got an 18. That is a hit.
Okay. I didn't hear the dice roll noise.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Alright, so another 10 points of damage. Pretty consistent here. It is still standing.
Yeah.
It is still standing, though.
It's Elton John.
Alright, the lone skeleton is attacking Ingritha. And what is her armor class?
Right now, 2, and then with the penalty, that'd be 4.
Alright, so that is a hit.
But it also takes a -1 due to aura.
Yeah, that's still a hit. That is going to be 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Alright, Lafdul, your turn.
Alright, this is the only one that I can reach and still attack. About 55 the smooth cost. But yeah.
Okay. And you're attacking with both weapons, you said.
Yeah, I don't. I keep rolling on Loire. It's Lafdul, but yeah, 14 and I don't know what the shield is. 15 is my base faculty for my rogue. Without any modifiers.
Both of those are hits.
Medium. I was using a small shield. Small shields 1d3. Medium shields. I don't.
I think they're the same.
Alright, I'll just roll 1d3. It won't roll that, but yeah, whatever its modifiers.
Okay.
Lafdul's just bludgeoning out the shield
Yep.
more effectively
Yep.
than stagger.
You stab into it and bludgeon it with the shield. It is still alive. Wow, it is still up and standing. Turning to you to smack you with its bone bow. Lankas, your turn.
Okay. I'm actually going to walk up to this guy and stab him with a dagger.
Okay.
Casual stab from the rogue.
Okay. Does that hit?
Give me a second. Someone indicated that I did the wrong thing. So on one of the skeletons. So or the shadows. I got that fixed. Thanks, Tom Brown. All right. Let's see. That is a hit.
Okay.
Lankas comes over to Darrakar and says, "Let me show you how it's done." That's the wrong die.
Oh, wait. That is the wrong thing. You're right. Wait, I thought I clicked the hit button. What?
No, you hit the damage button, not the hit button.
You are. Yeah, okay. I see, yeah. You're right.
6 points of damage. That's pretty good.
It's a sign of rarely hitting, so you don't know which one's damage.
Loire's turn. It is still standing, that shadow.
Lavoir is going to make sure that one's engaged in melee.
Okay.
And he's attacking with his longsword. He has a FACO 16.
That's a hit.
I'm rolling on Lafdul.
I
This
don't
is so
care.
annoying when you
It
got
doesn't
two
matter.
characters.
It doesn't. You don't have to switch over unless it's something that is actually going to like update the token or something like that. It doesn't matter.
It's just
Even
a
if-
personal grievance to myself.
Even though it doesn't matter as long as you have the token selected. It won't change the name or who it is or anything.
Like, I mean, if you're telling me you're rolling for Loire, I'm not actually paying attention to what it says right there. I'm paying attention to what you just said personally. All right, Ingritha, your turn.
Okay. Warhammer to the skeleton.
Okay.
That probably misses. Sacco's 14.
Yeah, that's a miss. It's a dodgy skeleton.
Mhm.
Solas, your turn.
Solas switches to the wand, and I don't think I can hit this round since I'm switching weapons.
Which wand?
The wand with the combat bonus. The +3 wand.
Oh, okay. What were you? I mean, you turned undead before, so.
Yeah, but I had the Rod of Alertness on my hand since I was using it to
Okay.
try and
Right.
catch ambushes.
Okay. All
Can't
right.
you still attack with
So
the Rod of
yeah,
Alertness?
no, he's not dropping his weapon. He's putting it away and pulling out a different one.
Mm-hmm.
Darrakar, your turn.
All right. So I will attack this shadow again. Okay, scimitar, go.
That's it.
Oh, nice. All right. Take that.
Now you gotta show up Lankas now. By cutting that shadow down, the scimitar slices through it, and it like tears apart and dissipates in like mist. All right, there are 2 remaining shadows, and they are both attacking Rixtia. And that is going to be both misses. All right.
Good.
Ockar, your turn.
Okay. Well, the one I was going to attack was destroyed, so I'll go over here to help out over here and attack this shadow.
All right, hold on.
Yep. Oh,
Okay. Thaco 5.
Okay, that is going to be a hit. Okay, 8 points of damage.
Mhm.
And that is going to be enough to destroy that one. You swing your axe into it, the flames lick at the edges of it, and it dissipates into nothingness. Finn, you said you were foregoing the action to get your armor class bonus?
Yeah, Finn starts turning towards the skeleton to attack it. Acts like he realizes something and just takes a sidestep over here instead.
Okay. I would allow you to move up to that skeleton if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. Then.
Okay. Alright, the skeletal archers have melee targets, so first one attacking Lafdul for a miss. Second one attacking Loire, also for a miss. No skeletons are created in that case. Alright. Rixtia's turn. She is swinging her two-handed sword at one of the skeletons, and that is going to... shadows, I should say. Sorry. And that is a hit.
Only one left now, isn't there?
Heck
Yep.
yeah.
And that is enough to destroy that one.
Nice.
Damn.
So with just the two skeletal archers up here, Lafdul and Loire, you are able to make short work of them because even Loire is more skilled at melee fighting than them.
Okay.
So you guys can regroup and get a breather if you want. I'll just pass a round for that real fast.
There's still a skeleton here.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I
The
forgot
one
about that
that
one.
was
That
turned.
one, it's not turned, but it will, again, it'll,
Yeah.
This amount of people
Yeah.
bashing onto it.
yeah, it's
Yep.
just a skeleton. And again, even like Finn just moved up. The next round, he and Ingritha and other people could easily have destroyed it. It's not a problem.
Yeah, Solas would have also attacked it.
All right,
I was
so
just gonna
you're-
creep up to that tree, and that's about it, and just look out for a bit.
Okay, so you can see this kind of gap. It's about 15 feet down, and there is another one of those statues right there at the kind of like the exit of it. Lafdul, you can just make out that beyond all of that is the start of the ruins. And you can just kind of make out that there's a little bit of a hill up ahead with the ruins of like a keep or something on it.
Alright, yeah, I would have to pull out a continual light dagger. I'm not trying to be stealthy, there's no point in any light source gives me away, so I'm just trying to flashlight my way, looking that direction, I guess.
Okay, so you're going to be pulling out a continual light dagger?
Yeah, and just like looking at it. I can't stealth.
Okay,
There's
don't move
no
any
point
further,
trying.
though, just so you know.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that I'm out of the tree sight.
Okay.
So whatever shoots me if it does shoot me. But at least I'll see it coming.
Alright, so you should be able to see now that the, let's see, yeah, no, from your vantage point, the way it's working, you're not really able to see the edges of the
Am I
buildings.
tantalizingly close?
Yes, but you're going to want to wait until other people catch up with you and stuff like that. Alright, but it is about time for us to take a short break as the party regroups and decides how they want to proceed. So I will say that this was one encounter. You got so you know, combat is done, so you will be able to turn again in another encounter.
Damn, I should have turned.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Nothing wrong with holding it just in case.
Yeah.
Zakhan, did you notice my question in the Roll20 chat?
Oh, yeah, like 47. I need to check. It's at 40 something. Yeah, I can start distributing them.
Okay, I'll let during the break you guys can decide
43.
if people are eating some of those.
Yeah,
but
just write in the Discord chat and I'll mark them off. Whoever needs a handful.
But we are going to be taking a short break. Good time to stretch your legs, get something to eat or drink, and we will be back in about 10 minutes, everyone. See you shortly.
See you on the other
See ya.
side.
Be right back.